Munitions secured. Deal with them! Morellis, ready your men.
You broke through?
We're about to take down the Neurothrope.
Good. Make it suffer.
Concentrate fire on the Neurothrope. War Gear Prime.
The Emperor protects. Better.
Changing magazine. Neurothrope purged.
Victory is ours, brothers.
Morellis, this is Titus. Your men are clear to take the bridge.
By the Primarch. I had little faith I would hear from you again. Will you be joining the assault?
Our path leads to the dome.
Travel well, brothers.
Lance of Jove, we are heading for the bridge. Status report.
Damage is worse than I thought. Tech priests are working on it now.
Keep me updated. Brothers, let us proceed.
The Cadians are driving the Tyranids back. The Xenos cowards balk at a fair fight. Vile creatures.
No time to gloat. We must keep moving. Let none escape! They never learn. Multiple Prime. Target destroyed. position.
We're still a long way from the dome.
And we must hurry.
Need a ride, brothers?
Sergeant, good to see you.
The Cadians have the bridge under control. Thought you could use an extra hand.
A welcome offer.
Climb on. The temple is this way. Lieutenant, the Cadians are requesting support.
Go. Thank you, brother.
Ultramarines! Have the enemy infiltrated the dome?
No, my lord.
What about the Temple of Thasian?
The dome was evacuated days ago.
Rejoin the main force immediately.
Our orders are to remain here.
On whose authority?
Captain Fairburn. We are to hold this position until further notice.
The dome is empty. Now move on.
But, sire...
I gave you an order.
Forgive me, my lord. Perhaps there was a communication error. The captain insisted.
The deserters.
No. We have our orders.
Boggs your captain. If you are deserters, I'll execute you myself.
Captain Fairburn, come in. Captain Fairburn, come in.
Ambush!
Kill them! Traitor! Heretic Astartes! Traitors of the Thousand Sons!
More abominations! Come forth and be slain!
Reloading! Resupplying! Purge the heretics!
Let us punish their treachery! They corrupt space and time!
Do not fall prey to their trickery!
My own eyes.
No victory for you here, demon.
Reloading weapon! Restocking! Changing magazine! resupplying.
Heretic Astartes!
Traitors of the Thousand Suns!
You will pay for what you've done!
Back to the war.
More abominations! Come forth and be slain!
Purge the heretics!
Punish their treachery! And corrupt space and time!
Do not fall prey to their trickery! Champion lies defeated. Titus to Captain Akaran.
Akaran here.
We were just attacked by the forces of chaos.
You're certain?
No doubt. Heretic Astartes and their minions.
Throne, damn it. Do you have Luz?
Negative. We're minutes away.
Find him and get him out of there. Hurry!
What are we waiting for?
The exit is blocked by heretic sorcery.
The altar! It bears the mark of the archenemy!
Destroy it! Artifact destroyed!
Look! The force fields are collapsing!
Chiron! Move through the exit!
Brother! By the gates of Hera, you must calm yourself!
I will not rest until every last vile heretic lies dead at my feet!
Throw me down.
You will need cover. Move! I've never seen him lose control like this.
He has put the fate of the whole system in jeopardy.
Cowards! I will end you all! Betrayers!
Your worthless life is ended.
Our side is clear. Let us cover Chiron.
Back to the wall, ready to deploy special tactics. Resupplying. The heresy is infecting my very eyes. No traitors remain. Get to Chiron, now! Sergeant, check the perimeter.
Yes, brother.
Explain yourself.
Need I justify my hatred?
You need justify your recklessness.
The traitors have a debt to me.
And you will throw away your life to collect?
Death is my duty!
Your duty is to the Emperor. You will die when and where he so chooses, not over some personal vendetta. Do you understand?
Lieutenant, You should see this. Theirs must be in there.
They're using some kind of shield.
The altars. Same ones we encountered earlier. They must generate the shield.
Destroy them. Then purge these abominations from the face of this world.
It seems the traitor's motives are unmasked.
Seems.
You doubt they wish to stop Aurora?
You will soon learn that when dealing with heretics, nothing is as it seems. Let us get to work. Their champion lies defeated.
The Mechanicus must be stopped. Why?
The artifact we saw in those classified files may be of Chaos origin.
Why wasn't it destroyed?
It is immensely powerful. They believe they can control it.
And you're just gonna hand it over to Luz? Let it continue?
These are my orders.
What are they doing?
It matters not. Kill them!
Let us tear off their limbs.
Kill those slaves of the corpse god and gain the notice of the changer of ways. Die for the true gods! The tower will vanish.
Another barrier. Sustained by that winter, no doubt.
Purge the heretics so we may destroy it.
Gladly.
No victory for you here, demon.
Area secure.
Now the altar. The spell is broken. They are attempting to breach the doors.
No simple sorcery. Look how twisted the altar has grown. It seems alive.
If it lives, then let us teach it of pain and death.
It reeks of the warp.
Raise the armor of your contempt and snuff it out.
Look! It shrinks from us!
Then keep close and endure. We must disrupt the spell.
The heretics sent such a meager force to meet us!
Show them the error of their way.
Hold this ground. War gear prime. Your treachery ends now.
Loading fresh medicine.
You're up! On the front! Words as hollow as your fallen brothers. My own eyes to see. Need ammunition. Swapping magazines. Your worthless life is ended.
The altar is vulnerable. Destroy it!
Dance for Imora's amusement!
Their sorcery is undone.
Lieutenant Titus to Lance of Jove, status report.
We are patched up along our way.
See you at the objective.
The Emperor protects.
Lance of Jove, stand by for extraction.
Affirmative.
In the name of the Emperor, open the doors! Morius lose.
I owe you my existence.
Come with us.
To where?
The battle barge.
Compliance, but I must speak with Archmagus Nozick at once.
He's dead.
Dead?
You are to replace him. Lose.
Approaching battle barge, docking in 1 minute.
The power source. It's dangerous.
I have spent my life studying it. I assure you it's quite safe. In the right hands.
Arrogance.
Arrogance.
Why must the Mechanicus meddle with the unknown?
We follow the will of the Omnisire.
Go ahead.
Titus, report to Captain Akaran immediately on arrival.
Confirmed.
Titus? A Captain Titus was killed on the Forge world of Graia over a century ago. He died holding the power source in his hands. Not even an Astartes could survive power of that magnitude.
Morius Luz, come with me.
We must report to Captain Akaran.
Plug those Promethean links immediately.
Administering maintenance.
I will need a repair crew before my next flight.
Yes.
Take note of the battle damage for the NGCs. Armor plating in sections 28B.
What was that between you and Luz?
Irrelevant.
I disagree.
That is your right.
Brother, we only want to help you.
Help! You almost cost us the mission, and now you speak of help.
Every hive city on Avarax. We're already overstretched by the Tyranids. The traitors have us off guard. The Adeptus Mechanicus tell me Aurora is ready. They say the weapon will work.
Sir.
I know your concerns, Titus, but we may have no choice.
Can we at least warn Calgar of the danger?
Impossible. The astropathic relay on Avarax has been completely surrounded. Every attempt we've made to break through the Tyranid lines has failed.
Can we vox a message in?
There's a dead zone around the relay. Something's interfering with our vox comms.
We have to get inside.
Emperor, save me. I've tried. Now the Tyranids have launched an attack on our defenses. We're pulling back to the fortress. We'll make our final stand there.
Battlefield projection. Magnify C3. Where are you? There. The Hive Tyrant.
We've had no reports.
It's there. We kill it. We break the synaptic connection.
They'd scatter like rats.
A Hive Tyrant. A worthy adversary.
And if you're wrong, if it's not there, I cannot afford to throw men after a hunch.
Give me 2 squads.
2 squads?
We need to kill the Hive Tyrant, find whoever is jamming us, and get the message inside the relay.
6 men. That's all I can spare. Use them wisely.
Thank you.
The Emperor protects.
Lieutenant Titus,
Receiving.
attend me on the crew deck.
Acknowledged.
An incursion could go unnoticed with all this interference.
If the chaplain wishes to see you because of my transgressions, I will take full responsibility.
I gave no report. I have yet to decide if you require formal penance.
The arch-enemy lurks in the shadows of the Hive City.
Jerichus was blindsided by unwavering statues. So near he never lost his left hand.
What was the
Titus, the captain has put great faith in you with this mission. Should you reach the relay, your message to Lord Calgar may determine the course of this war. Choose your words wisely.
You doubt my intentions.
It is your actions I will judge. I need not remind you of the consequences you suffered the last time. If you cannot trust in the will of the Primarch, then you are unfit for this duty.
It seems I am not the only one on this ship with concerns about your intentions.
It is the chaplain's responsibility to ensure our chapter remains pure, not yours.
Your erratic behavior is plain for all to see. And now, I find you have a history of it.
I am doing my duty, as I was then, protecting a system from ruin.
Galio and I were just examining your recent diagnostic.
Galio, I object to such intrusions.
As do I. But they are queries I must fulfill.
I seek only answers. Your survival is a profound mystery that must be resolved.
Such unbridled curiosity is the gateway to ruin.
But that is where you are mistaken. Ruin is all around us, but I will soon depart for the Aurora facility on the Merium. And there, I shall close all gateways to ruin permanently. You will see.
Lieutenant, the squad is ready.
We are yours to command, Lieutenant.
The astropathic relay on Avarax is under direct assault. If it falls, so do our hopes of reinforcement. We will engage in a three-point operation to break the Xenos command, restore Vox, and secure the relay.
We will not fail you.
Not one of us can afford to fail this day. Prepare for deployment. I will transmit mission details on descent.
Approaching drop zone. Prepare for landing.
Lieutenant, it should be us facing the Hive Tyrant.
Talassa can handle it.
They have 3 men. We should be with them, but you have us playing courier.
That message has to get through.
And what exactly is that message?
Speak your mind, brother.
I searched the archives. You were once captain of the 2nd Company, and then you disappeared over a century ago.
I was serving with the Death Watch.
There would be records.
Not for a Black Shield.
A Black Shield? You would erase your chapter markings.
I would die for these colors.
Then why?
I was accused. It was my penance.
What were you accused of?
Corruption.
Brace for landing.
Move out. Delta Wing, box check.
Meridian here. Still on our gunship. Talassa has landed, and soon a tyrant will fall.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain Vox reports. Damocles out. The Astropath relay is 4 miles from here. Expect heavy Tyranid presence.
What of the arch-enemy?
Sporadic reports, but they are here.
Men of honor! Do we fear the Malchinos that hammer at our door? No, sir! Damn right! For we are the cowards!
You're a foil on the pride of the Cadian Guard. You have disgraced yourselves by abandoning your brothers. Your punishment is dishonorable death.
Squad! Lie scattered across the stars!
That you forgive my cowardice.
No! For we are vengeance! And we shall bring death to any that tread the sacred soil of the Imperium.
Entering the Vox blackout, Damocles.
Understood. Damocles out. Chiron. If we encounter Chaos forces...
You need not concern yourself with me, Lieutenant.
Disappear like that again, and you'll be facing the Master of the Watch.
I understand.
Sir, why did you not tell us of your penance earlier?
It was not your business.
And now it is.
You have made it so, through suspicion and intrigue. A fine gift from the Forge. Open the gates!
They're jammed, my lord. Damage from the last attack.
Stand aside.
Seal the gates behind us.
Yes, my lord. Close the gates!
The relay is ahead, through the arch.
Engage! One less rep. Munitions secured.
Collapse the bridge. There's no way through. I may have an alternate route.
Proceed.
Transmitting to all specs now. We'll need to clear this debris.
The path is clear. Acadians will make short work of them.
Indeed.
Hammered down there.
Delta Wing, we have given the infernal Xenos a fitting burial.
It is not dead.
Enlighten us, Lord Titus.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion is still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead. Our word is bond. This void-sworn behemoth has seen its last day.
Lay waste to them, brothers.
Break its shield! Like a bioforms. Door is inoperative. Is there an alternate route?
Yes, but it would add considerable time.
Then we must find the power and restore it.
We have power.
Open the door.
Traitor Astartes!
Hunt them down!
The heretics mean to stop us.
To all appearances, yes.
Elaborate.
The Traitor Legion's legacy of deception goes back 10,000 years. They are masters of it.
They are clearly here to stop Aurora.
I am not convinced. There is more to this, I am sure of it.
Their motives matter not. I will kill them just the same.
Kill them all. Your work is like dead.
Ammunition!
Ready to deploy special tactics. Restocking.
Heresy and corruption. The Tyranids seek to consume that as well. They kill each other. Better. End of the hall. We should turn around and regroup with the main force. Titus to Resilient. Requesting Gamma Pat and Hammerfall bunker on my location immediately.
You need to jump. Request confirmed. Stand by.
There's our entry. That's quite a shot. Damocles to Talassa. Report.
If Talassa fails to take out the Hive Tyrant, then our little excursion was all for naught. Should have remained with the main force.
Why toil in obscurity when there's glory center stage? Hey, Sergeant?
Our brothers are dying while we sneak around in the shadows.
If we fail to send this message, we face a massacre.
Lieutenant said it himself. There's deception at work.
If you got something to say, Sergeant. Damn it.
You're not thinking straight!
I can say the same of you.
Damn it, you are an Ultramarine! Now act like one!
Yes, Lord.
They never learn. Well fought, Guardsmen. Form a defensive line at that breach.
Yes, my lord. Reinforce the breach.
Jump pack engaged! Low on supplies! Space Marines!
For the Emperor! The Tyranids have broken through. We're not making time.
Engaging thrusters! Munitions secure. Meridian, do you read?
Signals being jammed, as the captain suspected.
Thalassa, report.
The vile Xenos slinks.
Thalassa, you cut out. Repeat. Thalassa!
So of our 3 objectives, none have been achieved.
No going back now.
dealing with all this dust?
Jump back fouled with dust. We must proceed on foot.
The enemy have breached our lines. Talassa has failed.
Lieutenant, what are your orders?
We fight!
At last. Baltimore!
Come on, Talassa.
Incoming mine! Vermin stuff. Do not let them up!
Servant of the Emperor, and you will taste my wrath. And execute. Nothing around. Out of rounds! Tear them apart with your bare hands, brother! Must have been wounded!
Rock grenade deployed.
Hostiles in the kill zone!
Xenos heavy armor eliminated.
Steady fire! Don't do the heat! Xenos swarm approaching. Execute. Suppress the Emperor's will. What is this?
Talassa! They killed the Hive Tyrant!
They are falling! All of them!
The Hive Tyrant was controlling these underlings via synaptic link. The turmoil you now see among the enemy can mean only one thing. The Hive Tyrant is dead.
Viridian here. If you can hear this, Damocles, we got the bastards.
Excellent work, brother. Any contact with Talassa?
Talassa to Damocles. The alien contaminates our world no longer.
Lieutenant Titus to relay. Area secure. Open the gates. Let's go.
Which one of these lads? Emperor's finest to watch.
Well fought, brothers. I will make sure the captain hears of your deeds.
I need no commendation.
Ha! Is that right?
Enough!
Lieutenant, upon completion of this mission, I request transfer to another squad.
I will pass your request to the captain.
Is this the Xenos doing?
The Hive fleets cast a psychic shadow that tears at the minds of psychers.
Denying worlds in their path the chance to call for aid.
Let us hope we are not too late.
Shouldn't be here.
I have a message for Marnius Calgar.
I cannot help you.
It's urgent.
In addition to the shadow cast in the warp by the Tyranids, demonic forces are now poised to attack anyone who opens their minds to the warp.
You would flee from your duty.
I would have you know.
Give me your message. Let us begin.
My lady, I must protest. The danger is too great.
Silence! There are no guarantees.
You betrayed them on Graia!
Lies.
Arrest him! He means to kill her!
Lieutenant!
Gadriel, I am no heretic.
Is this the Power Stone by himself? He must be stopped!
Kill the heretic! Kill him!
Enough!
Kill him!
What have you done?
How gracefully you dance! What sickly pleasure to bide beyond the immaterial. My thanks to thee, dear cousin. Titus. So long have I watched thee through a tattered yearning.
I assure you it will be brief.
Yes. Let us play the game a little longer. Tasted it, Titus. Held its essence in your hands. It calls to each of us, extending a divine hand. The Emperor lied. He lied to us all. In his greed, he forbade us from tasting our own birthright. Look into the void for just a moment. Infinite wonder.
Changing magazine. Reloading weapon. Need ammunition.
This realm grows.
He is trying to escape! Do not let him! Did he escape? I don't know.
Lieutenant Titus, come in.
This is Titus.
Chaos forces have been detected entering the system. They are going after Aurora. We are leaving for Demerium immediately.
How did you know? I was a boy on Calf when the Word Bearers attacked. I came to know the mark of chaos.
We're returning to the battle barge. I understand your actions, but your suspicions end here. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Brothers, this is Aurora. Within the last few hours, traitor forces have arrived in their hundreds and commandeered the facility.
Commandeered?
Where is Luz?
Inside, they have the facility, Luz, and the power source.
Holy terror.
Perhaps you were right, Titus.
What's our theoretical?
We've diverted all available forces to Demerium, but we're well below full strength. We've prepared an assault, but it has little chance of success, unless we take care of this. They're using it to draw in reinforcements. For every one of them we kill, 2 more show up in their place. It's heavily guarded.
I'll need a combat squad, 5 men.
I can spare 3 men. Next, the enemy seem to be drawing their power from this structure.
What is it?
We don't know. Every attempt to bring it down has failed. Your squad has developed a reputation for unconventional approaches. Any ideas?
I've read of Demerium. It's a burial world. 4,000 years ago, there was a clash between the Ultramarines and the Heretics. The Sword of Atreus, a battle barge wrecked in the fighting, was laid to rest here.
What of it?
Records state that while its body was ruined, its engines burned bright, even as it was interred. It may not fly, but it might ram.
A long shot, to say the least.
Worth a try.
Very well, then.
Navigation systems are probably dead. We can't afford to miss. He's right. Someone will need to get close to the target and place a beacon.
Our offensive launches in 90 minutes. The Emperor guide you, brothers.
And you, sir.
Titus, see me on the crew deck at once.
As you wish, Chaplain.
Ensure brothers Chiron and Gadriel are in attendance.
Using an ancient battle barge as a battering ram. An unorthodox approach.
You disapprove?
On the contrary, it is inspired thinking.
I reluctantly second that.
Why reluctantly?
Because it will go to your head.
Titus, I am troubled by a report I have received from the Astra Telepathica. An accusation of heresy.
Her voice was puppeted by it.
The lieutenant will answer.
The Psycho was possessed.
Your sergeant believed otherwise.
I was mistaken.
You attempted to incapacitate your lieutenant.
Thank the Emperor I failed.
And now, the only individual capable of reaching Lord Calgar is dead. By your hands. I will be watching all of you. Should I suspect even a flicker of corruption, I will not hesitate as you did. You are dismissed.
Brother, what was spoken by the chaplain?
Brothers, we have arrived at the burial. Board Thunderhawks immediately and prepare for assault.
Time to go.
The enemy have amassed the majority of their forces in the Numerelian Basin. Thalassa has the warp beacon. Viridian is hoping for a miracle. The rest of us will move to clear the reliquaries around the basin and establish a beachhead. We are facing overwhelming enemy numbers on Demerium. But the heretic filth down there have stirred the wrath of the Second Company. We will inflict upon the traitors such agony, the likes of which they have not seen since the burning of Prospero. They will suffer, they will break, and they will fall. Sons of Gilliman, for the glory of Ultramar!
For the glory of Ultramar!
Lieutenant Titus, blessings of the Messiah upon you.
Galio, theoretically, could Tacticus armor withstand a suborbital drop?
Gravis is too cumbersome for our needs.
Negative. Extreme risk. Dense debris fields litter the entry flight path.
But if we avoid the debris, could we survive the descent?
Calculating. Survival probability equal to 62.4136. Unacceptably low.
Thank you, Galio. Brothers, our captain's words need no further embellishment. I will speak only of practical concerns. The heretics will employ absolute deception. You will be assaulted by lies and illusion. The only true ground you will find down there will be each other. Trust only your brothers and your instincts. Now go forth and lay waste to our enemies. For the Emperor!
For the Emperor!
Done this before.
You mean drop through an active combat zone, dodging flak, enemy ships and burning wreckage on the way down?
Exactly.
No, this will be a first.
The Codex Astartes does not support this action. But I am looking forward to it.
Stay close. It's almost impossible to regroup if we're separated.
60 seconds.
Helmets!
Sir! I must apologize for my actions on Avernus.
Unnecessary.
I fell prey to suspicion. Almost killed you.
When I was a young captain, one of my men questioned my motives, brushed his concerns aside, and I paid the price. Your suspicions arose because I failed to answer your doubts. As I failed to answer his.
Stand by for suborbital drop.
Honored to fight beside you both.
As are we, brother.
You grew up on Calth. I'd say I settled some of that debt today.
Aye, sir.
Holy terror! Auspex cannot keep up with all this debris. We must navigate by sight.
We will make it. Now focus. Bless you, Meridian. Clear a path.
We shall make short work of these traitors.
Quicker than they deserve.